crazy world of stocks, or to be more precise, stock car racing. We're here at Hartlepool Stadium for the Formula 1 British Drivers' Championship. Most of the world's top drivers are here, but they've all got to qualify by racing in 3 of today's 8 heats. Well, just in case you're not familiar with stock car racing, let's immediately get a flavour of today's action. Let's go out onto the track and join our commentator, Nigel King.
The blue top showing his extra experience there, cut through on the inside. 250 now up into second place, and he's going very well. Coming to challenge the leader in a moment or two. There's not much to choose between the pair of them. There they are, first and second, and in fact the second place man, the yellow top driver, decides perhaps that discretion is the better part of valour on that one. The blue roof, of course, indicates that he's a higher grade than the yellow top man. All the drivers gain points every time they race, and then they're assembled in a grading of white, yellow, blue, and the top men, of course, have the red roofs. 2:03 and 4:61 found themselves well and truly jammed into the fence, and they're not going to go a lot further. Time is running out, 1.5 laps left now. It's Willie Harrison and Mike Close in second and third places, but there's only one more to go as the leader goes through. That's the leader, the blue car just going through. Inside his final lap now. He's got this one sewn up to get those valuable points towards qualifying for the final. Second and third place men have got no hope of catching him as he comes down the straight and over the line to take the flag. That's the winner, car number 250, Gerald Taylor. And the leader going quite comfortably now. He won't be rushing too much at the moment. He'll want to get the feel of the track this afternoon. So there's 523, and here's the second man who's chasing. Starman Bert Finnegan, number 55, and 286 is right there with him. And there he goes. Putting the bumper in now. He's not afraid to push. The white top wisely moves over, and the leader now is 55. Bert Finnegan comes sweeping through. So that's Bert Finnegan into the lead. 523, the white top Barry Burt. 55 from 286. That's the scrap. Out he goes wide. Now the back marker. Now this is where problems can come. You've got to choose which way to go, but the back marker conveniently moves to the outside. And in goes John Chilson, and he's going to get himself booked in it. He's very careful here. He puts him over the curbing, and that bounces him off. And as they go over the line, it's Bert Finnegan who just gets it. So as they came to the final turn, Bert Finnegan thought he'd got it in the bag. John Chilson made one last effort to try and get him out of the way. Nearly came unstuck in the process, and Bert Finnegan managed to shake him off and still grab the checkered flag.
Well, it's quite obvious there's some real power out there on the track. This magnificent beast of the machine belongs to the Wolf. Len Wolfenden, current world champion. Len, how much power is there underneath your bonnet there?
On the back wheels there's about 300 brake horsepower at 5,000 RPM. And that's, you know, it's literally like drag racing on a small circuit. The back axle's welded up. You use a wheel stagger to get around the corners. The car weighs roughly 2,900 weight, you know, just short of 1.5 tons. And it takes some handling on a small track with about 26 cars on the track at once.
Well, 190 is the Wolf's number. He says he's in good form at the moment. His first race is in Heat 3. Let's go back to the trackside and join Nigel King.
There's the world champion, and from the right at the back of the grid, he's already up into 6th place and going very well. Gone. 462 now takes it up, Pete Davids, and he's got 160, Andy Stott chasing him fast, and in fact Andy Stott goes through into the lead. That's the man who currently is second in the national points chart, so he's notched up the valuable points and justified being up front there. And up into second place now comes the world champion, 190, then Wolfenden, right behind him number 2 Willie Harrison, you saw there. Only one man there chasing, and that's car number 160, Andy Stott. Here they are. This is the leading group. 160, 190, and 2. Those 3 now opened out. A little bit of a gap ahead of 212 Frankie Wainman. 367 is tucked back a little further now, and he's going to have a job now to get back in touch with them. So 160 in that immaculate car. Beautiful paint job, handling chances are beginning to run out now. 1 car length between them. That back marker on the outside is always a hazard. And Wolfenden sticking tight as they go into the final lap. Is then Wolfenden going to sit there and take second place, or is it going to be a big push coming as they go to the final turn? And Scott tries to get a bit of an advantage. The push goes in. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Then Wolfenden on the inside. His foot goes down, but as they go over the line, it's a very narrow thing. 160. Andy Scott takes it by what, a short bumper, I suppose.
Well, no wonder the competition was fierce out there. The British Championship was really only second in status to these World Championships. So it's a big day for Hartlepool Stadium to put off an event like this, and a big day too for their promoter, Warren Taylor. Warren, how much of an achievement is it for you to stage a meeting like this?
Well, it's quite an achievement, and also I get a lot of fantastic backing from the drivers who allowed this championship to come to Hartlepool Stadium. It's a good feather in the cap for them. I'm very pleased with the turnout here. It's absolutely fantastic. The money's going to be well and truly race for it. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be hard work for anyone to win the championship today.
How big a stronghold of stock car racing is Hartlepool now?
It's becoming very popular there now, Roger. It was struggling the first 2 or 3 years, but it's coming right there now. Everything's coming into shape. It's a lot easier to run meetings the longer you go on putting them on. We're getting a lot more interest throughout the area, a lot more local drivers who are becoming very competitive. So it's getting a fairly good stronghold there now.
Well, as Hartlepool Stadium has grown as a stock car centre, so too has the flow of local talent from the region. Men like Mike Close, Gerald Taylor and John Coulson. Let's catch up on how they're doing in the heat so far.
And the start car takes a slightly different exit route onto the grass as we get underway with this heat. Quite good talent in this particular event, and the local hopes are resting with a couple of drivers. 199, reigning European champion there. That's Mike Close from Starbottom, which is over near Leyburn in North Yorkshire. He must be in with a very good chance. And the other guy, 250, and that's Gerald Taylor from Coxhoe in County Durham. And he was one of the original winners of the British Drivers' title when it was held under a different format way back in 1972. So we'll see how they get on. So there's Bert Finnegan just going through in second. He's come up very fast indeed. Behind him we've got the 53 car of John Lund. 199 Mike Close is there as well. In the closing stages now, 2 more laps to go. Still 55, then there's 1 back marker in there, and we go back to 250, and a little way back it's still 53 John Lund, and then 199 Mike Close. So there's 55. That's the leader. Inside the closing stages as he goes over the line to take that checkered flag. Already now, valuable points for Bert Finnegan in 55. So the 1, 2, 3, 55 Bert Finnegan. Second place, 250 Gerald Taylor. And in third place, 199 Mike Close. Local hopes in this one rest with car number 286. John Coulson comes from Middleton in Teesdale, and certainly one of the Northeast's up-and-coming stars. There he is, John Coulson, 286, doing quite well in the national points chart at the moment, lying 5th in the points table here at Hartlepool. We'll see how he gets on. In fact, he's just been overtaken there by world champion 190 Len Wolfenden. The leading car goes rather wide and lets the Starman go through very comfortably indeed. And that's the sort of problems that happen when one goes out of control. 3 or 4 more go in, and that's taken 4, now 5 cars out of the race. World champion Len Wolfenden putting the pressure on 260 Starman Dave Beresford. Now, how well is Dave going to be able to withstand that pressure? That's really the question that has now to be answered. A little bit of psychological pressure first by sitting on the tail, then comes the hardware, bang! Out into the fence goes 260, and the world champion goes up front. That's why, of course, he sports that go through. The rest of the field come funneling through. 260 is still there in second place, Dave Beresford, and the third place at the moment is still car number 218, Derek Fairhurst, a little way back. But there's no doubt about who's going to come home first in this. Over the line he goes, 190, then Wolfenden. 260 is second, Dave Beresford. And in third place, it's 218,